Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today, we're back for another round of the Master Mode Let's Play. Now I'm going to start this episode dedicated to all the people out there that love bunnies, or maybe even rabbits, because I think I just found the cutest combination of clouds that you can find in Terraria 1.4. And I didn't even know that you could get two special clouds right next to each other. I thought that was really cool. I wanted to point that out at the start. So today I was actually going to record an episode of Mage, but I decided that I'm pretty much on the Empress of Light hype, and I want to carry on trying to prepare for her, and maybe even beating her, because in the last episode, we did the tester run that we often do with bosses, and we failed, of course, which is standard here on ChippysCouch, but I'm really glad we did, because it gave people a really good opportunity to get involved and say, hey, I might recommend this weapon, or maybe do this a little bit differently, and we got a lot of great feedback. So the first piece of advice that I got back is that I need to get a better weapon. People were recommending the Possessed Hatchet, which is the one that you get from Golem, and I think that'll be pretty good. We're also going to use some flasks of the Cursed Flames, since I forgot to in the previous episode, and of course those are they're pretty good as well. But hey, welcome back. Hope you've all been doing well, staying safe, and you know the drill. Come on now. Washing your hands. Did you wash them before you got here? Are you going to pause the video and go wash them now before you've hit thumbs up? Oh, what a hard choice. But hopefully you made the right one. So let's just go do this, right? We've got a few golem spawners that we already had, so this is going to be super convenient. For today's episode as well, I do want to get the Duke Fishron wings, so I spent a little bit of time getting some truffle worms. I didn't get too many. I find getting truffle worms to be a bit of a bore. Why didn't I just open the door? But yeah, it's a little bit of a bore getting truffle worms, so I just got my usual amount, which is usually about 3. That's how long it takes before I get really bored of looking for truffle worms. I do much prefer looking for prismatic lace wings. I actually think that is not too bad. Truffle worms, it comes with the pressure that you're like, is it going to run away? Am I going to run away? Is this not going to work? So I don't really like that as much. I do genuinely, I get bored of it, right? But then again, while we're on the topic of moaning, it's not as bad as looking for a Plantera bulb, right? I don't think anything compares to the grind that is looking for a Plantera bulb at a point where you really want one, but the game's like, nah fam, you ain't getting them. Alright, let's clean out this arena and we'll get to it. Okay. Once again, looking down at the keyboard, it's looking amazing. So on the subject of keyboards, I was laughing yesterday. A lot of you agree with me about that keyboards just look disgusting. Somebody said that white ones look even worse. Yeah, I would never have a white keyboard in my life. That just sounds absolutely horrific. That seems like one of those things that look really good for about a week, and then they just look vile. Talking about keyboards though, got my my nephew a new keyboard. It's his birthday. He's going to be turning 15 in a couple of weeks. And thankfully, because I'm his uncle, he doesn't watch these. So he won't have any idea. But I'm really excited. He's going to absolutely love it. It's going to be great. So that's what I did in the morning. I basically went out, picked a new keyboard. It was great. It was awful though, because in the shop I had to go touch a bunch of keyboards, which was just making me boke the whole time because I was thinking about what we were saying yesterday. And wow, was I lathering on that hand sanitizer thick. I really, really was. Like, I was like, oh, right, this has got a nice little spring to it. I'll just put on some hand sanitizer real quick. And then I'd have to do it for the next one. And I'm like, well, I kind of thought about touching my phone. So maybe I'll just sanitize my phone real quick. That'll be good, right? That'll keep me safe. So it was a nightmare. I woke up in my own nightmare, basically. The nightmare that I created for myself yesterday. But yeah, he's gonna love it. He's into PC gaming. A couple of years ago, built him his first gaming PC. I did some upgrades to it the other week. Do you all remember that? That was good fun. The FaceTime. it just reminds me that, like, I tried to teach him how to fix his computer at like 2 in the morning on FaceTime. It just was not working. That was right at the beginning of the lockdown as well. I spoke about all this before. I'm sure you've probably all heard it. Right. I'm not getting it. And I'm kind of hoping to get it. Oh, I only just realized that we got a Guardian Golem. Equipable. Summons a toy golem to light your way. Power cells not included. Oh. I don't think I've ever had this. I don't think I have. Like, I'm pretty sure I haven't, because when I was doing the boss guides for Chippy Gaming, I stopped at a certain point, and I can't remember what that was. I think it was just before Plantera. I think that's right. This is kind of cool. He's kind of cute. Look at him. He's a little dude. He's kind of chunky. I like this more than I like the boss. Nah, here's the thing. I actually don't dislike Golem. I think Golem is pretty iconic looking. I just like to clown on it because it's a little bit easy, right? But I actually do like the fight. That's the thing. And I think with some, like, simple buffs, it could be a lot better. I had a few comments yesterday from people saying, well, you do know he got a buff in 1.4. Did he, though? Really? Can you tell me what it is? Because I can't. Without checking a Wikipedia page, I don't have a clue what has changed about this fight. It's probably something, right? I'm kind of saying this like half sarcastically because I'm sure a lot of you probably do know. But not me. I really don't know. I think, and this is what I've always stood by, he should have a ground pound effect. Kind of like the ogre. And the ground pound, basically, if you're on the floor when it's on, like, doing its pound, you get a little stun or something like that. And I think that would make you think more about how you're, like, maneuvering about, how you're flying, because you have to fly in a certain way to kind of work your way through this fight. So we didn't get it, unfortunately, but that won't stop me. I'm going to keep going. Why did I get so many staffs of the earth, though? What's that about? Is that basically all the weapons I got? It is, isn't it? Because I had another one. Oh my god, wow. So I want to talk about something that's kind of niche real quick, but I just thought this was awesome. So yesterday, Call of Duty were kind of enacting the first part of the marketing campaign to reveal the next Call of Duty, and they did a wonderful YouTube event. Like, I really did love this. So what they did was they took a bunch of the world's most popular Call of Duty YouTubers, and they sent them all an old-fashioned projector. One from, like, I think it was the 1950s, maybe the 1960s. And inside were a bunch of slides, and basically the whole YouTube community had to work together to decrypt this cipher. So it was kind of like an interactive escape room. It was amazing. But the best part about it, I'm going to be honest, was the fact that they messed up a little chunk of it, and it was just brilliant. So everybody that got sent these slides for the projector were basically these maps that had to be overlaid on top of each other, and then using some of the stuff on the map, you'd be able to spell out pawn takes pawn. I think that was the word in the end, right? In reference to a chess match. But they messed up, and they sent one of the YouTubers some random slides that weren't meant to be sent. And so all these YouTubers were all really excited about their maps. And this poor lad, Mr. Dalek JD, if you haven't ever seen his channel, shout out to a fellow Brit. But they just sent him just a bunch of family photos, and it was so bad. And he was there going, ah, yes, it's another picture of a family. And he'd, like, flick to the next slide. Everybody's got these maps, and he's like, yeah, it's another picture of a family. It's really odd, that. I was howling for him. Poor lad. Apparently, this is what I read. Activision were like, oh, we sent him the tester kit. This was the one we were trying it all out on. Amazing. Thank you for that, Activision. And thank you to Dalek JD for being a good sport about it. But yeah, it was a good event yesterday. They solved it, of course. I really like when they do stuff like that, when they get YouTubers involved, because it almost feels like when me, Python, and Ped do a big collaboration, and you get like a bunch of Terraria YouTubers at once, or when I've worked with Chaos, and Chaos is working with all the building channels on his channel. Like, I love a good bit of collaboration, and when it pays off well. Alright, so I've been here, I don't know, a good few minutes now. I think to the point where it's a little bit boring. So I am going to do what I used to do, and I'm just going to go make a new world, go rob a temple, basically, and just bring the power cells back. Because, yeah, this is a lot longer of a process than I thought. I remembered, I thought they would drop in more frequently. It's one of those things, though, where it's RNG, so you never really know. You know, it's not like the more you kill, the higher chance... Sorry, I smacked my microphone. I'm sorry, alright? It's not abuse. Yeah, it's not one of those things where, like, the more you kill, the more chance that you have. It's like every time you kill, you have the same, you know, roll of the dice, basically. We're going to get one. No, I'm absolutely hooked on this. No, right, I'm going to go get some from a different world. This takes too long. All right, so I've got some power cells to carry on the farming. But I think before I'm going to do that, I'm going to do one of the tips that I really noticed when I was looking back on the footage, which is my arena was just not great, right? It wasn't finished because I kind of ran out of stuff to do it with. But what I was doing was I was dipping below here quite often. Like, I'm pretty sure like I died around this point. So what I need to do is extend this up and start using more of a vertical space instead. Because if I'm going under here, yeah, it's not good. It's going to end tragically. So I'm going to get working on that. And then once that is all built out, we should be good to go. So last night I was doing a little bit of research to check where the ChippysCouch video was placing on the Terraria, you know, YouTube search page. This is something that I do quite frequently, just to double check that YouTube isn't going, yeah, we won't send that one to the search page, because the Master Mode series goes to the search page, as you'd expect, but the Mage series, it never does, right? But it doesn't really matter. Getting into the Terraria search, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's just something that I like to check. But I spent a good amount of time last night trying to watch as many new Terraria YouTubers as possible. And I had this, like, biggest beaming smile last night because I finally feel like the Terraria YouTube space is in the place where I always wanted it to be. I remember a few years ago, I made a video basically saying, you know, we need more Terraria YouTubers, and I always encourage people. The Terraria YouTube space is very empty. You know, if you want to be a Terraria YouTuber, if you want to start today, there is room for you, and there always will be. But yeah, last night there's so many new YouTubers, and I kind of love it. And I say new YouTubers, some of them have got, you know, 5,000 subscribers, some of them have got 100,000 subscribers. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, they're kind of new, especially compared to my little 10-year-old channel. But it was just great. I really love it. Like, I love this game, and I love its community. But that is one thing we were always lacking in. Because at one point, there was 2 people posting regular Terraria videos. And now I saw like 15 different channels. And I don't know, it's just great. It makes my day, honestly. But yeah, there's a little bit of motivation for you. If you ever think about becoming a YouTuber, don't worry about channels like mine that have been around a while. Don't worry about Python. Don't worry about Ped. There's loads of room for you to get started. Because, you know, you never get anywhere if you don't get started. Get working on it, all right? Okay, all right, back to my Planter Box arena. All right, so we've got a nice large arena now. Like, it's a lot bigger. I just need to remember not to go down here. I almost feel like if I mess this up just the once, I'll have to go and fix it. All right, let's do Golem. The funny thing is, I'm the one in control, right, of what happens when I'm playing the game. And even just then, I was like, oh my god, Golem just spawned. I just did it out of instinct. I didn't even really think about it. I think if I'm ever going to get smashed by Golem, this is the opportunity. No buffs. You know, poor start because I didn't really think about what I was doing. We'll see though, we'll see. I probably should take one of these since mine ran out. Have I got fish as well? Can I take some fish? Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew that would happen. You know what? I called it. And I think you can respect me for being a prophet, right? Let's put aside that I got killed by Golem. Let's not share that around the internet too much. Yeah, I think I just need to actually craft some buffs. Wow, okay. All that time wasted. Thank God I got 5 of them. Hey, I got it. All right, cool. I had to go get some more power cells. I'm just going to be honest. I robbed them off the summon as well. I just couldn't be bothered. Yay. All right, great. Nice. Nice. And look at that. It's perfect time to do a little bit of prismatic lacewing farming. Wait, does this home in on enemies? No way. Has that always done that? Chases after your enemy? I genuinely didn't have a clue that was part of it. I always assumed it was... Have they changed it? My god. I can't believe I've got... This is for real, right? I'm just about to pass 3,000 hours on PC. I'm about to pass 3,000 hours on PC, and I don't know half the things about this game. And I think that's kind of beautiful in a way. I think that's why the game stays so fresh to me. All right, that was good. And I even got a prismatic lacewing. So I think overall, this episode so far, bit of a success. We got a chunky boy, possessed hatchet, and we got another attempt at the Empress of Light. So the plan now is I'm going to basically linger around here for a little bit longer. But then we're going to do Duke Fishron. And if we can get the Duke Fishron wings, then we are good to do the Empress of Light farming. I'm actually going to change up my... I'm going to change up my accessories a little bit. Everybody recommends the frozen turtle shell. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the balloons so that I get the extra flight speed. Because I think it's flight speed that I struggle with the most in this fight. I think it's different for different people, but that is what I struggle with. Ooh, one thing I did want to see, though, is I haven't made this accessory in a really long time. But I got a sunstone from Golem, and I remember you can make the celestial stone, but I couldn't remember what the extra ingredient is to turn this into the next step. So, let's check it out. It's a moon shell. Ah, and that's the werewolf one. I don't reckon I have one of those, because I don't think I've killed enough werewolves. Usually I'll sleep through the night now, but I will check. Let's see. Anybody seeing werewolves? Really shout it out if you can see it, because I can't hear. No. Right. And then I've got another one here. No, that's pets. Werewolf moon shell. Nah, I don't have one. Like I said, I'm not surprised because yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay. Well, let me go get ready for Duke Fishron, and then we'll give that a go. All right. So let's go do Duke Fishron. The only thing I'm worried about is that I don't have life force potions because I'm waiting for some Shiver Thorn to grow in. So if that can grow in before we at least do the Empress of Light, that would be amazing. I'm actually quite excited. I really want to see what this possessed hatchet is like against Duke. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference since a lot of you recommended it for the Empress of Light and not for Duke Fishron. But we'll see. Okay, right. Here it is. Yeah, it's pretty great. Does it compare to the one we already had, the Flareon for this fight? No. Nah, the Flareon is... I think the Flareon for this fight is just clearly better. But I think the reason why it was recommended so much is probably because the bubbles were so slow against the Empress of Light. So the possessed hatchet is going to be a little bit better. And considering my aim was so off, I think a little bit of homing with a weapon is gonna make a big difference. Okay, not doing amazing on this fight, but that's a bit of a classic for Duke Fishron. So that didn't go amazingly. All right. Well, I think life force might make a bit of a difference. Okay, that's fine. We can still pull back from this. The episode is still golden. Hey, all right, cool. We got him. Duke Fishron wings. That's right. We're scaly now. That's it. That's the final component that we needed. We got it at a good time as well because it's almost nighttime. And my Shiver Thorn is still not grown. That's not a good sign. I'm hoping that they might be grown before nighttime though. Okay. All right. Let's give these a bit of a reforge. Let's slap them in here. I don't really talk about this very often, but can we just talk about, like, just how pretty this biome is right now? Like, I love everything about it. Hallowed's always been nice, but with these stone bricks that have got moss that have grown on them, this feels like an area that's been lived in while we've not been here. And I think the idea of that is just amazing. 1.4 is great. It really is great. How's Edgar doing? You know what? Edgar's the only name I'll put up with because it reminds me of a Felix. Okay, so we'll sell some stuff that we got. I got a lot of these. It feels awful to sell a tsunami since a tsunami is such a sick weapon. We did get the graduation outfit though. Go on then. I really like the graduation outfit. I just think it looks great. It just looks too good. Okay, are we ready? I think we're ready. I guess... So, hear me out on this one. I think things I would want to swap out, I would maybe take away this 12% increase in damage for the balloon. I think that's the trade-off I was going to make. I was thinking about the fire gauntlet, but then I think about it and I'm just like, nah, on fire is such a good little effect to have. But at least with this, I've got, you know, increased flight and I've got this balloon accessory. I think this is the killer combination right here. However, I think if I struggle with this anymore, I would almost add the Brain of Confusion, because even though we're playing a corruption world, the Brain of Confusion is an absolute must in 1.2. I think it's one of the most... It's probably the best accessory that's come out of 1. Have I been saying 1.2? I mean 1.4. But hey, technically it was added in 1.2. Still in line with that thinking. But no, it's probably the best thing to come out of 1.4 in terms of just like a pure accessory. Alright, well, let's wait until nighttime and we shall begin. Alright, so I'm going to have to take these Shiverthorn, even though they're not fully matured, because that's the best I'm going to get. And then I should be able to, yeah, right, 2 life force potions. This is just going to make too much of a difference. It's worth, like, losing out a few herbs to get it. Alright, 30 seconds left. Do I think this will be the winning fight? I don't know. I'm feeling a little confident. I really am. Like, I feel like we've got the best accessories going. I mean, look at this. Like, look at just how cool this is. Okay, first off, let's remove these so that we can get fresh ones so that we know they're fresh. Alright? Because you've got to go in with fresh stuff. We've got to know we're legit. Okay. 10 seconds left. Oh, I'm excited. Thing is, though, I'm really hot. As I was obviously speaking about yesterday, the room is still absolutely roasting since I don't have my £250 Dyson fan, which a lot of you apparently own. I was quite surprised by that, but alright. So I am roasting, so if I do die, I'm blaming it on the heat, okay? Alright. Here she is. I forgot to check the comments whether the Empress of Light fight is fun to look at or boring to look at. So I'm just going to assume that it's super fun, and I'm going to try and not cut as much as possible. Yeah, this is already loads better. Let me just get back into the rhythm, though. This is the little pattern that I used to use for her. Basically, I wait for that... I can't talk about it. What am I trying to do? Here I am again, though, using the bottom part of the arena. Right, we need to get out of that habit. That's a bad habit. Let's stick to using the top layer and trying to keep it with that. Surprisingly, the Possessed Hatchet actually does all right there. That's not bad. I kind of thought during the sunburst effect that it wouldn't actually land. Okay, so now it's lasers, isn't it? I don't have any strategy for the lasers. All that I know is that it's usually the lasers that force me to move downwards. And that's usually the time where I start kind of messing up because I get into the rubbish part of my arena. So just in comparison to yesterday, the fight is so much faster. I feel like we're doing a bit of a better job of dodging, maybe. I don't fully know about that one. All right, laser phase. Okay, this is good. Going up into the sky for the laser phase is probably the key here. The first phase, though, is a freebie. If you can't nail the first phase, it's like whatever. It's the second phase where it all starts to really matter. All right, so it is a little bit shorter than yeah, it's about as short as I thought it was going to be. All right, second phase. Here we go. All right, this is where the lasers start coming out. The charges start coming out. Once again, I don't have any real method for this. I just kind of fly how I naturally want to. Going up into low grav, bad idea. Don't do that. God, you can really tell that I don't play bullet hell games sometimes. This is definitely one of them. God, honestly, I'm just so shocked that we're alive right now. Like, this is such an upgrade. Once again, the comments save the day. Hashtag WikiGang, am I right? Okay, we're just going to keep going this way. I think I screwed that up. All right, it's fine. So yeah, with the Fishron wings and the balloon, what you really gain is the ability to just outrun so many of those little flying projectiles. The ones that we just avoided, basically. All right, I think if I don't mess this up, this could be it. Oh, what did we do? We started messing it up. That's all right. We're going to pull it back. We're going to save it. 30 seconds left. I want to heal. It's not exactly where I want to be. And there's clearly more than 30 seconds of this fight left. but that's all right. Okay. I'm surprised that we're alive during that phase. All right, 20 seconds left on a heal. How's my natural regen doing? Is it doing all right? Probably not. Honestly, I don't have a strategy right now. I'm just kind of flying about. I'm just hoping it works. This is definitely fumbling at its finest. Oh, God. Okay, come on. Come on, we can do this. I actually believe. All right, we got the heal then as well. My mouse took a bit of a beating then, I'm not going to lie. I was frantically clicking that heal button. And there we go. There we go. The Empress of Light defeated. First time. Forget about yesterday. First time. Yeah, that was just great. So we got the Jewel of Light. Summons a fairy princess to provide light. A glowing gemstone that houses a powerful fairy. I've never had this. This is so cool. I've seen it on the Wikipedia page, but yeah, I've legitimately never had it. That looks ace. I really like it. Honestly, I kind of like all the little like feminine touches that 1.4 adds. That's why people call the Empress of Light the Senex boss, because they feel like it's like a woman's touch on the game. Apparently, it wasn't Senex that came up with the boss. But I totally get it. I was going to make the Greystone platforms, but do you know what I'm going to do? Considering we now have a block swap, I'm going to place it up here right now, and then we'll swap it out later on, just so that we can put it on the pedestal that it deserves. So, here we go. Empress of Light. Very, very cool. So now we need to see what item we got. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to wait until daytime so that we can all enjoy the item together. I think that's like, it's a part of the fun, isn't it? Like, being able to actually see it. So, let's sleep for a little bit, and then we'll check it out. Alright, so it's a bright, brand new, beautiful day. We'll sit on all 3 cushions of the couch. Let's be clear about this as well. Terraria 1.4 has been out for almost 3 months. If you don't have the couch yet, come on. What's going on? Here's your call to go and get it. Okay, great. Alright. Let's find out what's in the bag. Bam. So we got the soaring insignia, which is probably the best thing about this update. I can't help myself. I have to keep saying it. I just love the soaring insignia. As somebody who clearly loves the balloon accessories in the game, the soaring insignia, it was made for me. We got some prismatic dye. We got the night glow. Ooh. I just can't wait. Like, when we get 1.4.1, we do know that one of the things is going to be my custom colors for all these weapons. I'm going to get red and gray, or like red and black. I don't mind. All right. Okay. Night glow was great. That was good. Yeah. All right. Let's see. That dye is wild. It's so wild. What should we dye? Yeah, we got to dye the wings. Oh, we just look awesome. All right, that was great. What a fun episode. I really like that fight. Like, so good. Okay, so for tomorrow's episode, or the next episode, whenever it gets made, I'm going to get a bunch of prismatic lace wings, and we are going for the Empress of Light in daytime. I think it has to be done. It's just part of a run now. Like, I feel like it's just weird not to do it. So I'm really excited for it. So we'll do that in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please take the time to give it a big fat thumbs up. I know a lot of you make it to the end of these episodes. And I really should encourage it more at the start, because it really helps the channel out a lot. That's why YouTubers have to do it. But if you could just give the video a big fat thumbs up whenever you get the chance, it means a lot. If you are new, maybe click the subscribe button. That'd be pretty handy as well. And a big shout out to all our channel members that are rolling by on screen right now. Thanks, guys and gals, whatever, we couch gang. Yeah, so I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't know what it will be. Might be something new. Who knows? I don't know if it will be. I'm just saying it. Right, see you all tomorrow. Peace.